Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to First Reflections, my attempt at making a Steven Universe reaction series. So this one's gonna be a little bit on the later side. I didn't really expect it to be this late, but it's because I have special company with me.
Hello, my name is Takara POV, and I am Finn's girlfriend.
Yep, I'm spending the holiday season with my girlfriend, and she wanted to come on board and do a little reaction with me, so here she is.
Hello.
So yes, this is probably the last gift I'm going to be giving you guys for the holiday season because I'm going to be a little preoccupied this week. But I wanted to give you guys one more Steven Universe reaction before we leave for Christmas and Christmas Eve. And we have some very interesting episodes today. I have the synopses right here. First off, we have Snow Day. Steven and the Crystal Gems get a chance to catch up while they're all snowed in together. Now, this is not the only instance of a Snow Day episode in Steven Universe. We also had 3 Gems and a Baby and Winter Forecast. And usually, the winter episodes are the ones that feel the most cozy and the most family-oriented and, you know, all warm and cozy inside. 3 Gems and a Baby in particular is one of my favorites. What do you think of them, love? You like snow episodes?
Yes I do. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah. And this should be pretty interesting. I've been trying to avoid spoilers as much as possible, so I want to be surprised. Especially for the second episode on the table today, Why So Blue? Steven has heard rumors of a pair of gems that are still destroying worlds. If he can't stop them, maybe Lapis can. Yep, the gem that still has not appeared in an episode. We got a little bit of Perry in Bluebird and the pilot episode, but we have not really seen Lapis yet, so it's about time that she make an impression.
Apart from Steven's commercial, of course.
That is true. So yeah, this should be really interesting. We got a simple, probably simple slice of life cozy episode and a big plot heavy episode. I mean, the Lapises were in the intro, so obviously they're gonna play a big role in this story. So yeah, this should be a lot of fun. We're gonna get started right away. Let's see what we got here. So, get it started in 3, 2, 1, go!
I packed everything you're gonna need for today.
Ah, the cheeseburger backpack.
It's classic.
A Steven essential no matter what age he is.
At least pet this cat.
Cat Steven! Cat Steven! We missed you, buddy!
And 2 scarves.
Classic Pearl.
Before classes start, of course.
Oh, well, look who's Mr. Adult now.
Mr. Independent, anyone?
Mm-hmm.
Pizza.
Guys, I've been a
The main
vegetarian
staple
for
of any
a month,
cozy night at
and
home.
Popcopter is for
Besides you.
6-year-olds,
Of
and
course.
I have my own skincare routine.
Steven, relax, dude.
Look, Steven,
Oh, together breakfast.
Just like old times.
Too much sugar for me, but thanks.
I'm really digging all the references in this one.
I know. Oh my god.
Like we have to.
Hey, you know what we haven't done
Actually,
in a
can
long
we pause for just 1 second?
Yes.
Can I just say I like 100% relate to Steven's thing right here?
Yeah.
Like, the older you get, the more overworked you become. Like, this, basically, Steven right here is me plus college plus 2 jobs plus YouTube plus family all at one time. So, I 100% relate to what's going on with Steven right here. And I think this is a great moral to teach as well, that you gotta find a balance between work and play instead of picking just one or the other.
Not only that, but it's a really awesome parallel to see that Steven is the one who's overworking himself and the gems want to spend time with him. Once upon a time, Steven really was the one who wanted the gems' attention, and now they're the ones looking for him.
Yeah, he was the carefree kid once upon a time, and now here he is, the mature, hardworking adult, putting post-it notes in his books. It's kind of like in, in pool hopping, where Steven was the responsible, calm, down-to-earth one, and Garner was the one who was emotionally panicking. It's a nice little role reversal we got going on here.
Right on.
And so begins the long-awaited return of Steven Tag!
Yay!
Classic Steven.
Why go with Steven 2 when you can have a refreshing bottle of Steven Classic? Pick it up at your local 7-Eleven.
Ha! Joke's on you! Pearl doesn't shapeshift!
Ah, that's what you think!
Wow.
Steven tag coming out.
Pearl Steven!
Yay, Pearl.
Steven, no.
That's a good one. Oh, what?
Sugalite Steven.
Sugalite Steven? Complete with the Smash Brothers entry card? Yeah! Oh. Sardonic Steven!
Steven!
Oh! Opal
Opal
Steven!
Steven!
Woohoo! Shooting a little mini Steven. Oh,
Oh boy, howdy.
Alexandrite Steven!
Woohoo!
Jeez.
Big Mama has come to play.
She got you.
Tag.
Wow.
Sapphire. Aww.
He can't.
Rules.
He can. He can shapeshift. Remember his birthday episode?
Miniature Steven!
No, I'm not.
We're sorry.
Aww.
Oh, their
Missed you
faces.
too, guys.
You can't say
No.
no to those faces.
It was
Best snow day ever. Okay, so that was Snow Day. Can I just say that is just pure joy, the episode? Like, any Steven Universe, like any longtime Steven Universe fan, the references, the moral, everything, it was fun, it was adorable, it was funny. I mean, say what you want about Very Special Episode, which I adored. I think I've got a new running for favorite filler episode of the series so far. This was absolutely adorable. I love the idea. I love they brought back everything. They brought back Steven Tag. They brought back Together Breakfast. All those things. Cat Steven came back, who we haven't seen like since his little cameo in the movie. It's adorable.
Super cute.
And the ultimate evolution, the Steven versions of all the classic fusions came to play, complete with Smash Bros. Entry title cards. Yes, 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 yes.
And anime freeze frames.
So yeah, this, and I wanted to say, I love the moral. I love the whole idea of Steven being kind of overworked to the point where he doesn't spend as much time with his family, because back in the day, he was a kid. When you're a kid, you got all the time in the world to do whatever you want. It's literally the best time in your life to do whatever you want. You know, you can play games, spend time with your family, goof off, do whatever you want. But when you're adult, you got adult responsibilities. You got things you got to watch out for. And sometimes, sadly, personal things and family kind of need to be put to the wayside sometimes while you work out responsibilities. And I totally get that. I don't like doing it, but I get it. And all that kind of stuff. And I like at the end that it's not that the gems don't see Steven as an adult, it's just that they miss him. They miss the little Steven that used to run around and goof around, the little Steven that went on them with adventures, you know. But now he's a grown man, and they kind of gotta, you know, they kind of gotta accept that. I think they did accept it. It's kind of the same way that a mom misses their children, you know? It's like, because that's what it is. Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, they're Steven's three moms, and they miss little Steven, and I can understand that. So, yeah, I think this episode was amazing, phenomenal. Again, it's probably tied with a Very Special Episode for my favorite filler episode so far, and I think it's a nice little dash of sugar frosted pancakes that we need before we get to the plot-heavy episode up next. So, what do you think, my love? What did you think of the episode? What's your thoughts?
I really loved this episode. I thought that it was cute. I thought that it was really funny. One part that really got my attention was definitely Pearl shape-shifting, because the first and only time she ever did that was when she had quote-unquote shattered pink diamond. So the fact that she's willing to shapeshift here shows that on some level she is trying her best to move forward.
Yeah. The fact she was kind of like an uptight, super tidy. She was even a little tidy in the episode when she was folding the shirts while Steven was throwing them at her. But the fact that she's now loose and calm enough to actually shapeshift just to play a game of tag, I think that's a big evolution for her. I like that.
It's huge.
So yeah, what do you think? Great episode?
Great episode.
Great episode. And now hopefully another great episode.
Baby!
It's a Pokemon!
They're all Pokemon!
Look at a Pokemon!
Specifically Oddishes.
It looks like a Bulbasaur if it was just a bulb.
Okay, just a little torture.
No torture.
Ooh, Chapter 5, Torture!
And special.
See,
Ugh.
no!
I came in like a water ball. Break it down.
Lapis, you got moves, girl.
Yeah, Lappy.
Oh, cute!
Aw, she's doing a little sway. Look at her go.
Oh, that's precious.
I love this so much. I love
Oh, Jennifer Paz, you've done it again.
it. Okay, pause again. Hang on just 1 second. That was basically just Lapis's version of peace and love on the planet Earth. Like, just like with Peridot.
Somebody mash that up, please.
That was beautiful. Life and death and love and birth and peace and love on the planet. Whatever this is.
Yeah. There is no plan. There is no name.
Yeah. I have no idea what this planet is called, but that musical number was absolutely beautiful. I'm glad Lappy got another song. Is it better than Distant Shore? I don't know, but...
I'd say so. Like, it's definitely a lot cheerier.
It is.
And I love coloraturas, so...
Yes.
Yes.
Happy Lappy is best Lappy, and we'll talk about that more at the end.
Or was she always this pitiful?
Well, excuse me.
We're just trying to
At least her hair
You
doesn't
take
look
it
like
another
some kind
time.
of
Let's
18th
get back
century
to it,
powdered
shall we?
wig. Because when you anger the Lappy, you get...
The Kraken.
Oh.
Strong now.
Wow.
Restraint takes strength. Patience takes strength. Ugh. I don't have the
That's a
strength to
great
deal with
lesson.
you. So is this at school you mentioned?
Oh. Okay, so that was Why So Blue. Lapis, I love you.
Yeah.
I love you. I'm so glad you grew as much as you did. That was an amazing episode. And so here's the first thing I wanted to say. I like the idea of now going to different planets and everything like that. Like, I don't think this planet got a name at all in the episode. I didn't hear it. But, you know, the fact that it's all blue foliage and these little bulb creatures running around, I think that's a really cool idea. I want to see more planets like that, because we've only really been to Earth and Homeworld, I think, and, you know, and the moon, of course. But we have not been to other planets. I want to see maybe if there are more episodes with more gems on other planets. That would be really interesting.
Like some of those ones that we saw in Steven Universe, the movie, with like the Peridot and everything.
Exactly. And I want to see maybe they'll be doing more of those. Second of all, I do like the two new gems. I'm glad they foreshadowed little freckle gem. I'm gonna just call it Freckle Lappy.
I call her Freckles.
Freckles. We'll call her Freckles. Freckles. I'm glad they foreshadowed it a little bit, where Steven and Lapis were teaching them things, you know, like dancing and singing and meat morphs and whatnot, and she was actually getting into the dancing. I'm glad they foreshadowed that. Okay, man, I think she's kind of getting into it. Maybe she'll be back by the end of the episode, and sure enough, she's taking on little homeschool now. I think that's fantastic. Song was great. I'm so glad. I like the song. Again, it's like Lapis's version of Peace and Love on the planet Earth. She's come so far. She's happy Lappy now. I love that term. Happy Lappy's here. And I'm really glad that that song basically reflected all those things. When you put that and Distant Shore side by side, it really does show the difference between the two. Like, just crippled by fear once, in one song, and then just free and happy to love Earth in the other. I think that's a great way to show just how far her characters come.
2 years can change a person in a huge way.
Exactly. And the fact that she's been able to live on Earth just being 100% peaceful and just doing what she loves with her friends, I think that's a really beautiful thing. And the very subtle lesson at the end, like, it went by in a few seconds, but the idea that restraint takes strength, I love that message. Like, when you think about it, when you're angry at somebody, or, you know, when you're trying to not burst into tears at a sad event or something, and that takes a lot of willpower. That takes a lot of strength. It's less strong if you burst out in anger or burst down into tears, but, you know, when you're able to actually hold that in and restrain yourself I'm not saying, you know, hold back your emotions all the time. That would be stupid. You gotta cry. You gotta be angry sometimes. But when you're able to do it in the moment for the sake of someone else or for the sake of the greater good, that takes a lot of strength, a lot of resistance. And I know they didn't emphasize it, but that's a great lesson to teach people. Because, you know, and yeah, I really, really like this episode. And again, it's not a big world building or continuity filled episode like I would have accepted, except the fact that maybe they'll be going to new planets now. But it was really heartwarming. It was really great. We got a great Lapis starring role. Phenomenal episode. Great episode. And hopefully we'll see Freckles again, because she's adorable. So, my love, what did you think?
Lapis from the original series, like, she kind of was my favorite character at the start, but the more I thought about it, I really didn't like how she was written. But now that we see her in Steven Universe Future, I'm really excited to see how much she's grown. It's like I said, you changed a lot in the past 2 years, and I think that I like this episode for the most part. I do agree with Patrick on the message that restraint takes a lot of strength, and that's even something that I can relate to because I myself have anger issues and I need to really try to restrain myself a lot of the time. But there are some things about this episode I could probably do without. Like, it is pretty. The planet is very pretty, but it clashes with things like Lapis's skin tone a little too much. And even at the end, when they make it back to Little Homeworld, it's kind of like, it's like she kind of blends in with the background, and it really doesn't look that appealing. I definitely liked the shot of her kneeling down and playing with the little bulb people.
Oh my gosh, the little bulb creature.
That was cute.
Oh, it's like pumpkin, but just like a little bulb, and it blooms when it gets happy. How cute is that?
Yeah. I find it weird how Lapises, even they have a bit of a bias against pearls, even though, like, design-wise, they really aren't that different from each other. You know, like, they've got the pointed noses, and they're very graceful in appearance.
Well, I guess more or less it's purpose, I guess you could say, because Lapises are terraforming gems. You know, they use their water, they rip up pieces of the earth, they cut mountains in half. Meanwhile, pearls are mostly very delicate dress-up dolls that carry clothes around, you know? Carry things around. So I guess they can kind of think like, oh, you work for the diamonds? Oh, you carry around their stuff? You're upper class? Well, we're the working class, you know, we're more important than you. You know, good old-fashioned gem racism, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Some things never change.
Yep. And it makes sense because while they got Steven's message, it is possible for them to still be stuck in their old ways. So either way, great episode, both great episodes. I'm not sure if that other gem, I don't know what the one with the curl, we'll call her Curly. I don't know if Curly is going to like do anything because Freckles is now part of the school, so I'm assuming she's gonna be a good guy now. Or unless it's an inside job. Unless Curly tried to, you know, make her come into the school in order to mess with things internally. I hope that doesn't happen.
Or maybe Curly just went on to do her own thing, and now Freckles gets to be part of the jam, because we saw her dancing. She was into it.
She's digging it. I think she's digging it.
Yeah.
Not literally digging it anymore, because she's not terraforming anymore, but she loves
dancing.
She loves to dance. That's freaking adorable. So, yeah, great episodes. Both fantastic episodes. I'm glad I got to share them with you, my love.
I'm glad I got to share them with you too, honey bunny.
I'll try to get this episode up as quick as possible so I can show you guys what we saw. Great episodes all around. I'm looking forward to the next two. The last one in particular, Prickly Pear, I even made a little prediction video on that one, so I'm particularly excited for that one with Cactus Steven probably. And yeah, we will be back next week for the last confirmed pair of Steven Universe future episodes. I'll be reacting again, and yeah, hopefully those will be just as good as these were. Overall, I would say that Snow Day is probably definitely in the running for one of my favorite filler episodes, and Why So Blue is in the running for one of my favorite episodes, period. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun. Thank you for joining us for First Reflections, and I will hope to see you guys real soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.